Can't you take this off? Even for just a moment. We can keep it between us.
Of all the choices you could have made, why sin? Of course, it's not like one criminal is better than the other, but she's a particularly severe case. I can't imagine someone more incompatible with you, Commander. Sin is a conniving criminal. She uses words to influence people and turn them into her slaves. Good people like you are the most susceptible to her manipulation. Just like any other kind of scam or forgery. Several of the counselors who were in charge of Sin's rehabilitation have attempted to expunge her criminal records. Thankfully, we found out about it in time and put a stop to it. I hope you'll keep your wits about you and it won't come to that. One more thing. There will come a time when Sin will ask you to remove the device from her mouth. Do not fall for it. That device is a converter used to filter out Sin's brainwashing power. It is the only thing protecting you from her. Okay. Now that I've given you sufficient warning, I'll open the doors for you. I hope to see you after your session with your mind fully intact.
Someone new? Ah, yes, the converter. It must be hard for you to understand, yes. My apologies. I see you're quite cautious. They must have given you a rather stern warning out there. Terrible. They really shouldn't scare people like that. Nevertheless, there's nothing to worry about. It makes it uncomfortable to speak, but it poses no threat. Even after that, you've still got your guard up. Here, for you. Have to make a good first impression with the new counselor. It's chocolate flavored. You'd be surprised how difficult it can be to procure something like that here. Such a small bite. Aren't you adorable? Well then, where should we start? You came here to rehabilitate me, right? If you're curious about anything, just ask. Ah, a classic opener, treating me like a criminal from the very beginning. You made a good first impression, but I'll have to dock you 10 points for that. Alright. Don't get upset, I'll tell you everything. Actually, I just remembered. I was jogging this morning. And one of the soles of my shoes was practically worn down to a nub. It was a sorry sight, I tell you. Shoes are very important. They're essential if you want to get exercise. And if you want to run away. I will tell you one thing, however. If a criminal is going to wear shoes, they should make sure they're a luxury brand. That way, when you escape and everyone looks at your shoes, no one will think an escapee could afford such expensive footwear. Oh no, it's not like that. I was merely talking about other criminals. Our little miscommunications seem to be piling up. It's rather vexing. I must tell you, I have no interest whatsoever in luxury brand shoes or anything high-end. That being said, that chocolate Splendiman did set me back 10 bottle caps. And I have been rather cooperative during our little session. And I haven't even asked for anything in return. Question? What question? Ah, yes. Would you like to hear what my favorite color is? Counselor, all I said was a few words. And you're already spending money on me? I'm touched. How kind of you. For that, you gain 30 points. You don't seem very pleased. What an underwhelming reaction. I might have to subtract some points. What are these? My goodness! These are the newly released model Quincy has told me about. I'll really be able to show these off during morning exercise. Do you realize what you've done? By giving me these shoes, you've played a vital role in improving the rights of NIKKEs and of all criminals here. You, Counselor, truly are passionate about truth and justice. 10 points for you. Hey now, I've been nothing but cooperative this entire time. After all, this is all for my own good, isn't it? It'd be foolish of me not to participate. Well, what happened was... Darn, would you look at that? These aren't the right size. I wear a 5 size, but these are 5.5 size. That's no good. If I wear these, I'll tear my ankle to shreds. Have you ever sprained your ankle while jogging before? I've done nothing of the sort. The first thing you did when you got here was giving me these shoes. You never asked me any questions. I've stayed on track this entire time. You're the one who changed the topic. Now I feel depressed. You're bumming me out, Counselor. 20-point deduction. Now then, when we add it all up, how many points is that? Let's see. I awarded 40 points, deducted 30, so 10 points in total. Do you hear that? You've only got a measly 10 points. You should work harder. What? What's with that face? Huh? What are you saying? I've taken them seriously from the very beginning. It's not my fault we aren't on the same page. That being said, you never know. If your points increase, some progress could potentially be made, and we could reach some kind of understanding. The rules aren't set in stone. In general, though, when you give me something I want, you'll get points. However, I'm not that materialistic. So don't think you can just buy your way out of this. It is a bit upsetting that these shoes don't fit, though. But I know you didn't do it on purpose. It's not like I can't ever wear them. Precisely. Now you're getting it. A little sincerity is all I'm asking for. If you want to get to know someone, there's gotta be some kind of connection. And as you know, criminals like me desperately crave attention. Unfortunately, of all the counselors who have come up here, not a single one has expressed an interest in me as a person. They whisper sweet nothings into your ear, trying to get you rehabilitated as quickly as possible. So they can send you up to the surface to be used as cannon fodder. Of course, that's not to say that it's all bad. Criminals have the right to be conscientious objectors. You see that? We just had a moment there. We're finally communicating. So then, should we get started? Of course. Oh, this is a bit embarrassing. Why don't we eat something first? Do you watch a lot of old movies? Anytime a detective is interrogating someone, they'll order some food and have a nice bonding moment. We've spent so much time together already. Why don't we do the same?
Absolutely not. I've told you several times already, outside food cannot be brought into the center. That includes takeout. Do you hear what you're saying? You're telling me rigatoni-flavored Splendamin is what's going to finally make a flagrant criminal change her ways? I see. I'm still not convinced. Bring me some more data, and then we'll talk. Good. Now, get back in there and continue with your consultations normally.
It's alright. I've already been stigmatized as a heinous criminal. It was foolish of me to expect outside food in the first place. I was looking forward to it, though. Then, will you do me another favor? This converter is driving me crazy. Take it off for me. Please, just for 1 minute. You say no to everything. How about this, then? I want to show everyone here that you and I are close. The rehabilitation center is a very territorial place. Between you and me, I'm way better than most people in here. I'm here just because I abetted someone. I think they're mean to me. No matter what I do, they keep giving me a hard time. If I'm seen walking around with you for, let's say, 1 hour a day, maybe people will learn to stop messing with me. That's not too much to ask, is it? I've given up a lot. Hey guys, check this out. I'm close to my counselor.
Yeah, right. If walking around together is being close, then I'm best friends with the garbage next door.
Darn, what should I do? This isn't working. Should we pretend to be even closer? You could hold my shoes, or we could get physically closer. Thanks. Any way you spin it, you're a stand-up person. Being nice to a known criminal like me, and you keep your promises too. It'd be nice if things could stay this way. Then, what about 4 days a week? 3 days? 5? Okay. To be honest, I'll take what I can get. Hey guys, check it out. My counselor is going to wash my shoes for me.
Look at the counselor's face. That's not the face of someone who's planning on helping.
You don't know what you're talking about. This is a very nice and caring person right here. My counselor treats criminals like us as human beings. Practically a saint if you ask me. What do you know about that? Who are you talking to? Come on, counselor, say something. You're getting on my nerves again. Time to start deducting points.
What the? Are you serious? A counselor doing prisoners' laundry?
That's what I just said, isn't it? Do you have any idea how seriously counselors take their work nowadays? For your diligence, counselor, I award you 10 points. You've been really racking up the points, counselor. You're up to 50. All of this just to rehabilitate a single criminal. You're really something. You've still got a ways to go until 100, but you're getting there. Sure, why not? We'll start when you reach 100 points. I'm very disappointed in you, counselor. I was looking forward to having a proper session with you. How could you have 60 points deducted in just 2 days? So frustrating, really. Do you even care about my rehabilitation? Counselor, fan me. Ah, nice and cool. Very refreshing. The meticulousness of your work has caught my eye. 5 points to you. I'm somewhat concerned, however. You'll never make it to 100 points at this rate. If you want to earn big points, you've got to put in some serious hours. You don't want to be doing this kind of work forever, do you? A measly hour? I should have known. 10 points were deducted. Let's use that extra time of yours and head to the guards' room. There are all sorts of cool things in there, and lots of drinks worth taking. I'm sick of it, I tell you. Sick. What's the big idea, counselor? Here I am, practically giving points away. While you're sitting at negative 30 points. At this point, I couldn't even have a consultation even if I wanted to. You haven't made any progress at all. So, what are you going to do about it? I admire your confidence. That won't net you any points, I'm afraid. I can't go giving out points too easily, or else they'll lose their meaning. I know it hurts, but you just have to look at it all from the big picture. Not sure. It won't be easy. How about this? Give me a piggyback ride around the center. Not only am I a NIKKE, but I'm also a prisoner here. As far as the Ark is concerned, I'm the lowest of the low. Can you imagine what everyone would think seeing you give me a piggyback ride? It'll be the greatest display of equality this place has ever seen. People will see us, and they'll change the way they think. I'm sure I'd be willing to shell out some points for such a noble cause. All aboard? Huh? What is this? That was barely even 1 second. There goes that then. So much for a noble cause.
What the? That counselor's running around pushing Sin in a cart. Talk about the inmates running the asylum.
Guards, would you like to join me for a ride?
Is that okay?
Actually, on second thought, better not. This feels too good riding alone.
Aw, man! Excuse me?
That's brilliant! Sheer genius. 30 points to you for thinking outside the box.
It kinda makes sense when you put it that way. We're in this together. Best of luck, counselor.
Congratulations, counselor. Let's see. Plus this, minus that. I think you're back at 0.
Hey, counselor. Can we join? There are too many new prisoners, so it's tough getting any points. It's not fair for you to keep all the points to yourself.
Shut your yap, would you? Where are your manners? They were talking to me, not you. But Sin will probably give more points to whoever she's closest to, right? Perhaps more additional points might come in as the numbers increase.
Mander. Mander. Wake up. It's the garbage dump outside the rehabilitation center. I was hoping you could tell me. You have quite the impressive track record breaking through to so many NIKKEs. I actually had the smallest inkling of hope that you could rehabilitate Sin. Now, I can see how mistaken I was to think that. So, care to explain yourself? How did you start in the interrogation room and end up in a place like this? Is that right? That's exactly what all the previous counselors said. They were merely trying to get a conversation going with Sin. And for some reason, they end up like this. This is all far too irrational for my liking. There must be some explanation. Can you explain it in more detail so I can understand? It's still not making sense. Issuing points and evaluating criminals falls under the jurisdiction of the counselor. For what reason did you decide to relinquish that right and give it to a criminal? I see. The fact that you're in this state without even having removed your converter tells me that it will be impossible for you to help her. I won't force you to do anything. But yes, that is what I'm suggesting, for the sake of your own safety.
Hey guys, check it out! My counselor is going to wash my shoes for me.
Why should I? Look at yourself. If you meet her in the state you're in, things could go south real quick.
What's this? Why are you talking to me using this? I thought we were close after all this time. Or was I just imagining that? What? Where's this coming from? Someone once told me something while they were pushing me along in this cart. They said it didn't matter whether you were a jailer or a prisoner. They said this place had lightened up ever since I'd come here. Even in the sections with the most heinous of all criminals. Don't worry, I'll stay on track. Let me tell you something. In this center, there's a system for model inmates. If someone shows good behavior, they can potentially be released, even those placed in solitary. Like me, for example. But I actually want some time alone to myself. If I'm not here, then everyone will fight like animals. Without the point system, everyone will just do whatever they want. That would put the center in a tough position, and I'm sure prisoners would be less than thrilled. Bingo! You can lock me up in solitary all you want. I'll eventually come back out. That I can promise you. Yeah? Of course I am. I've always been upfront during our talks. What makes you say that? Huh? That's just common sense. Who would want to commit a crime themselves? If you're going to do it, why not pin it on someone else and have it put on their criminal record instead? Hey guys, check it out! My counselor is going to wash my shoes for me. Well, doesn't everyone feel that way? Just a little? Everyone likes to be paid attention to. If I said I'd do anything for you, you'd feel touched as well. What's the difference? A sin is a sin. It's the most thoughtful thing that anyone could ever do for me. A soldier tells their lord that they'll give their lives to fight for them. Or they say that they'll kill for them. It's the same thing. Why do you think people are so excited when they hear something like that? What is it then? Love? The eternal relationship between master and slave? Whatever it is, they are expressing their feelings by committing a sin. You may not agree with me, but you cannot say that I'm the one at fault here. If you think about this rationally, the blame lies with the people who do these things for me. I never asked them to do anything. What? But your squad? Counters, is it? How are the NIKKEs there? What kind of people are they?
So, let me get this straight. One of the 3 most prolific criminals of all time is coming to our base. And they're going to be living under the same roof as us?
I don't think this is right.
Rationally speaking, there are no major issues. She'll be wearing a device that limits her power. And if anything goes wrong, you can always send her back.
What?
This is for you. Since we're meeting each other for the first time and all.
You know what they say? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Are you sure that's safe to eat? You never know what could be in there.
You don't want it? Then I'll eat it.
Huh? No, just give it to me. I'll take it.
Good thinking. I may be a criminal, but at least I'm not a rapture. Communication is key, isn't that right? As long as we keep talking to one another, we'll be friends in no time. You wanna bet? Counselor's the witness! Let's give you some more points, instructor. Any good ideas?